In collecting today, there are two very simple truisms that kind of fit into everybody's collecting style. The first one is we love our silver eagles, proof in all the permutations that they've given us the last 39 years. But the other is going to that 2021 celebration, which really reminded us that what? We love our Morgan dollar, that Wild West silver dollar. And tonight, I got 3 early issue New Orleans coins. They're gorgeous and priced right. So the story of the Morgan, let me start there and we'll just build through this one because again, it comes down to this. 83, 84, 85, your choice. You can pick the one you want to work with. They're all uncirculated and they're only $69.95 each. That's outright crazy. We're close to $100 less than that of our competition. But let's go back to the beginning, right? Because in this country, the mint opens in 1793. We stopped making silver dollars in 1804. Basically a decade in, they stopped making silver dollars. Know why? We didn't have any silver. We didn't make any silver dollars until 1840, the seated Liberty design, and that kind of fizzled out towards the end. It was all about, do we have enough coins in circulation? And if we don't have enough coins in the dimes, quarters, etc., we got to make those first. So then we have this gold rush in 1849, and it is part of the storyline of the Morgan dollar. We're going west, right? The trains weren't finished yet, so how do you get there? You either take the boat all the way around, because the Suez Canal wasn't there either, right? I'm sorry, the Suez Canal. The Panama Canal. Yeah, if you took the Suez Canal, that'd be a long trip. The Panama Canal wasn't there. You got to go all the way around the Cape. That's by boat. Or you go to New Orleans, hop on a wagon, and you kind of go all the way across the west, and you wander north because you can't get across the mountains in the middle of the country. And they found the Northwest Passage, right? High in the country. And you come on down, and you finally settle yourself there. Well, what happens when you get all the way up there and you can't get across the mountains because it's cold or whatever else? Many stayed there and they settled. Through all of this, the storyline is they found the largest silver vein in the history of the U.S., known the Comstock Lode. With enough silver, we now make it illegal in this country to be using 8 reals and or shillings and pence, etc., the English coinage. 1857, they changed the laws. U.S. only now. We got enough silver. And then they petitioned the government for a brand new silver dollar called the Bland-Allison Act, and it gets passed. Well, with all of this, then they have to hire somebody to design this coin because up until this point in history, everything looks the same. The half dime, the dime, the 20-cent piece, the quarter, right? The half dollar and the seated Liberty, all 6 of the silver designs were the same. We're going to break with tradition. We're going to make a brand new silver dollar. We finally have it. And they're doing this during our wildest time in our history, the westward expansion, right? The stories of the wagon trains, the cowboys and Indians, and you name it, Butch Cassidy, to all the other fun ones who are sometimes recognized as heroes, even though not, right? The story of our Wild West. We petition, and they hire George T. Morgan to make the coin. The coin now becomes the Morgan dollar. Philadelphia, San Francisco strike a coin every single year. New Orleans, because it was closed because of the Civil War. And it never opened until 1879, year 2 in the Morgan dollar, that we needed more silver in the middle of the country. Denver didn't open until 1906. New Orleans was the only option. We at least have a building. Let's get equipment there. So we're a year late. We start. Right? So in 1879, New Orleans starts making Morgan dollars. Try finding early issue Morgan dollars from New Orleans. Because the majority of coins that were made from New Orleans, early coins, were used by the settlers moving west. And people used paper because it was lighter, but they couldn't trust the paper because of the broken banknotes that were floating around the country at that time. The Treasury clamped down on it, but it still was prevalent. There was no YouTube, there was no web, there was no texting. There were no apps to go to. Is this coin or this currency real? If it wasn't in a newspaper, which is another issue for paper money, right? Or anything else. I mean, how do you get the photo on it? Because they didn't have cameras back then either. For the most part. Nothing like we have today. So we have these early issue. We're looking at year 5, 6, and 7, 83, 84, 85. The O mint mark is above the D and the O and dollar on the bottom, that beautiful O, right? New Orleans is the hand-me-down mint, but look at the detail on these quality coins. These are gorgeous uncirculated specimens, which means somebody put aside these coins, and 140 years later, they surface for us to talk about today. Just think of that. Now, I brought up the marketplace early in our conversation. What happened in 2021? We're celebrating the 100th anniversary of the last Morgan, and the U.S. government said we're going to bring all the mints back to celebrate this event. So it wasn't just Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco that made the coin in 1921. They're bringing back New Orleans, which closed in 1909, and Carson City that closed in 1893. And on May 24th, 2021, the U.S. Mint put up 175,000 coins for sale. And they sold out in 3 minutes, and people were going crazy because they couldn't get their coin. Wasn't typing fast enough. Those coins, with 175,000 of them known today, sell for give or take $300 in the marketplace right now. The brand new ones from less than 5 years ago. These 140 years ago. Look at the price. Guys, we got to put that 1 minute clock up. Thank you all for your patience. We have something called a fast busy in the world today. Even with crazy technology and all the improvements made, every operator is a phone call backing them up. And then after that, it goes nee, 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 and annoys us. Technology, though, helps us because hang up, wait about 10 to 15 seconds. That's all the way it is right now. Hit redial, you're right back in talking. Or join us at avccoins.com. Whatever works best for you. The important thing is not getting in. Missing out's a big deal. The competition's at 149, 155, 149 on these 3 exact coins. Look at our price tonight. For true uncirculated specimens, one of the reasons why we sell more Morgan dollars than most do in the entire country is because our prices are such that we sell coins. When we have them, they go. And we're happy with that. We love that relationship. We love having you back. So tonight, $69.95 for these vintage 140-year-old uncirculated specimens. And it's your choice as to which one or all 3 works best for you. Just don't miss out, everybody, because this price at $69.95, it's special.